Morning everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to cut back your clematis. A couple of weeks ago I showed you how to trim the tips off while it's in full flower. Now is the time to cut it back as hard as you like so that you've got the new growth for next year. This one we used to have it over some trellis work, and as you can see it's got rather thick and bushy, so it needs pruning now, really drastically cutting back. So what I'm going to do, sometimes you can bring it all forward and work your way through each of these to find out which ones you want to cut off. But I've found an easy way for this one. I leave it where it is, there, and we have all the roots at the bottom of the tree all coming out of this one pot here. As you can see, there are a few, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different stems coming out of there. We don't need 4 of them, so what I'm going to do is cut out the thinnest one, which is this one here, and I can cut it fairly close to the bottom there, and then we have a nice thicker one there, thin one there, and a thicker one there. So again, we don't want 2, so I'm going to cut that one out there. So I already know that I only want 2 stems left, and then of course the most difficult part will be tracing all of these back to the main branch itself. So you just keep trying to follow them on, and what you can do is just keep cutting. Once you know which one you've got, is to keep cutting that one there, cutting these bits off, still following it all the way back as far as you can, and just cut it periodically, because you're going to find it, lots of it is tangled up like that there. So you keep doing it that way, and the same with the other one. Take it all the way through until you've thinned that out. And because it's going to take quite a little bit of time to actually do this one, I have done one a little earlier on to show you what to do. So it's this side of the arbor where we will have your, and as you can see, I have already done all of that. I've taken all the growth off it. I now have 2 branches here, that one, and I also have one, because it's tangled in the trees, there. So there's actually 2 main branches, and this one is split into 2. So because I don't want to have 3 branches all over the arbor, I only want 2. I'm going to take this one of these out, and I think I shall probably take the thinner one out, just back. If you feel that there's some little buds there, and if you feel along the stem, you'll feel little joints. So you can either cut it right back to the bottom, or I would like to have some new growth. So there's some little buds there, so I'm going to actually cut it just there. So that means that that one, seems a shame, there's such a lot of growth on it, but if I don't do it now, it will just be overgrown by the end of the summer. So that one is gone. And now all I need to do with these is to literally train them back up over the arbor or arch or whatever you have to do. Place them where you want them, and I'm going to put them over the top. I don't want them to come through the arbor, I just want it to go over the top. So all I do then is a fine piece of wire or string or whatever you have from cable ties, and cut a small piece off. Then once you've got that in place like that, tie it from inside, roughly about 2/3 of the way over, and then you can put the tie straight round it, and then, and as you can see, tied it along there, just a thin cable tie there. But whatever you use, in a couple of months time you will have to actually undo it and redo it with something slightly bigger, or by this time it might have entwined itself around the arches there, the bars there. And then again with this one here, you just put that where you want it. This one will be slightly higher up and towards the front, and then again tie it in to whichever size you want, and that then will hold. If I wind it through these here, there we are. And you will have new growth coming all the way up. There will be new growth coming at the bottom, but what you can do then is just tie them up gradually until you get this nice thick canopy, and the same with the one the other side, and then they will meet in the middle. This one's pink, it's a pink double, and the other one is a single white. But I also have a few other Clematis mixed in between. So hopefully that will help with pruning for this time of year. You only need to do this with Clematis that are flowered already this time of the year. If they're flowering later in the season, you wait now for them to flower, and then you cut them down after they've flowered.